for the question. Bob Scanlon, Fox Sports San Diego.
Hey, Jason, congratulations on the nice win. And obviously coming into this ball game, you knew you were going to have to be creative with your bullpen. How satisfied were you with how everybody stepped up and did their job tonight?
Very satisfied. I think, you kind of look at, from Perdomo to, Cal, I don't know what it's been, 7-8 days since they've had, some game action. So, what they did tonight to come in and give us a chance, I thought Strom was outstanding for his 2 innings of work, and being able to pass it on to Craig there in the 7th and got us out of that jam, made a big pitch, and then Pagan and Palm were able to finish it off. So I thought it was a good start to the series.
Obviously everybody had an important role tonight, but how big was that 4th inning escape job by Cal with the bases loaded?
Yeah, I thought we worked out of a couple jams today, and it was huge. Once Cal kind of got through that, and he got the punch out, bases loaded, and then we're fortunate enough got the line out double play. And then I thought he just got stronger the next 2 innings, which was great to see. Found his rhythm. He was on the attack. I mean, that's a really good lineup over there. So just the way the guys went and attacked the zone tonight, I was really happy with.
Obviously, we have to ask about Pomeranz getting the save opportunity tonight. First question, of course, is Kirby okay? And second of all, why did you prefer Pomeranz tonight in that situation?
Yeah, he would. He is okay. It was predetermined before the game. He's had just a little bit of tightness, soreness in his body, and so we just determined at the beginning of the day today that in this point of the year, we're not going to push through it. We've got guys in the bullpen that we believe in, and there's no reason to if he's at 80-85% right now, there'll be a point where we hit where he's going to go at filling 80-85%, 90, whatever it is. But we made a call before the game that if we had a chance, we're going to give him a day down. We'll see where we're at tomorrow, but I expect the next day or two, if we've got a save chance, there's a great chance he'll be in there.
Eric Hosmer came up big for you again today in a clutch situation. He's been doing that in the games that he's played in this year. Last year, he hit 373 with 2 outs and runners in the scoring position. What is it about him that just makes him be able to come through in those big situations? Are there just certain players that seem to be clutch and get the job done?
I think so. I think he's certainly one of those guys that have a label as, the at-bat gets a little bit different when guys get into scoring position. I don't know exactly, why that is, but he certainly had that label. He can, shrink some movements, and for whatever reason, he's got an ability to get barrel the ball. I think good RBI hitters, like you saw tonight, I think a lot of them take the ball middle other way, and they don't get big in those situations. And I think Haas, just naturally probably has that knack to use the big part of the field, and that's probably why over the years he's been able to drive in as many runs as he has.
Thanks, Chase.
We'll go to Kevin Nasty.
I know you love your bullpen, but I mean, you guys were down. Perdomo was getting hit pretty good. Your guys were getting in jams, and to have the depth that you have to get through. I mean, how good is that? How confident does that make you?
Obviously, we believe in those guys. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done what we did today. And so, it's one thing to have a plan. That's great. But the truth is those guys pitch just great. And, for 2 of the guys not to do it, without game reps in 7 to 8 days, hats off. I think Perdomo, he started the game with a walk, and then, gave up some contact, but he minimized damage. And I think, plays like Jake Cronenworth to get us out of that backhand play up the middle. And he had a scoop play later on in the game, I think when Strom was in. So really happy. And obviously we do. We believe in those guys. You're on this team. You're on this team for a reason. And there's going to be a point where these guys pitch and these guys play, and we need to keep them fresh and keep going, because we're going to, we talked about at the beginning of the year, we're going to need a big group of guys. So it's just nice to see them get their opportunity and contribute.
This, I think, is the second time that the lineman's been out and then you switch Pham out of left field. Is that just something where you check with him and sometimes it's like he's sore or whatever?
Yeah, it's very, very similar to, the Kirby situation. We go through some stuff at the beginning. If it's not, perfect right now, we adjust off. So, Pham wants to get out there and go. And at the end of the day, sometimes I got to be the bad guy and we'll have a DH day and then, we've got plan B in there, and obviously Profar stepped in, got a little bit of action out there, and thought he held his own out there and left today and looked pretty comfortable.
I'll go AJ Castro.
Chase, how much do the circumstances of this season with 28-man rosters, I think you're carrying 15 pitchers, make a day like today possible?
Yeah, it'd be hard to do in a regular, 25 or 26-man roster. It would be a little bit more challenging, but at the same time, that's the advantage of, having an extra pitcher or two, and then certainly the importance of having guys built up to a certain kind of stamina level, pitch-wise. And Cal, we know, can go, 75 pitches or so. And so it's definitely a luxury, but it's credit to those guys for getting built up and staying built up and staying in shape.
How much did what you did today follow what the plan was that you mapped out? I mean, was Cal supposed to get those 3 innings after Strom in that situation?
Like I said earlier, the plan is, we have plans. At the end of the day, it's about the players executing, and like credit goes to those guys. They all stepped up against a very tough lineup and made pitches. So it definitely wasn't, the plan. It was guys being ready, taking the ball and making quality pitches when they needed. It was a good defense, engaged, making plays behind them because their tempo was good and they were throwing strikes. And look, we got some breaks tonight. We had some balls, in jams that, Keith Werman, Bobby Dickerson, the crew had them lined up, and, we had some balls go our way. If a couple of those balls get through or whatever, it's a different story. But, the end of the night, really happy with the group of pitchers that did their jobs and contributed. And we got a couple timely hits, Hedges with kind of the I guess the home run to kind of ignite us. I don't want to say ignite, but kind of, got us back in the game 1-1, and we knew we were in a dogfight from there because May was sharp again.
Next we'll go to Jake.
Hey, Jace, before the game, you said you kind of have a better idea of who might be able to fill that fifth spot in the rotation after watching Luis or maybe what Cal did. Do you have any better idea of that now that you've seen this game?
No, not really, because we had so many guys contribute. Could we, start Cal or something like that? Yeah, that's on the table, and I think we'll get through these, next 3 days. Certainly with, Garrett and Davies and Paddock, and kind of see where we're at and go from there. But the nice thing is to have options, and options that, you feel good about.
I'll go back to Kevin Acey. Kevin, you there?
Hey, Jace, May was filthy again, but you guys did not strike out nearly as much. What was just adjustments that you guys made?
I think so. I think ease and Flaherty Flash, they had the guys ready, and I think it helps too, just seeing the guy May, as with his last start. So one thing our guys have been doing, they've been doing a great job of communicating of what they're seeing and how they're getting attacked and what the ball's doing. So we certainly didn't square him up too many times, but to your point, we did a better job of getting the ball in play, and eliminating some of those strikeouts. I think we had a couple walks. They probably came a little bit later towards the game. But, we created some opportunities. I thought we had a chance to, add on and Manny scorched the ball. I think Taylor just made a fantastic play. Unfortunately, on our side, if that ball leaks through, we got a chance to, really add on and open it up. But, Taylor made a hell of a play.
Do you think Tommy's aches and pains have anything to do? I know he's killing the ball a lot of times, but do you think it has anything to do with some of his struggles at the plate?
No, I think, if you look at, Tommy, I think to your point, he's hitting the ball hard. If I have concerns, I can't reiterate enough that Tommy Pham is not at the very bottom of concerns. I mean this as super respect to a lot of players that I've been around. I'm just never really seen somebody with his work ethic, drive, and just desire to kind of master his craft. So, each and every day he's in the cage, he's, we're right there, and he's making, some adjustments. So I can't reiterate, there's zero concerns. I'm just excited. As soon as that adjustment's made and it clicks, look out.
One last question on Bob Scanlon.
Jake, I did a couple of really nice plays at second base and two completely different nice plays. One with the range, the other just kind of getting creative with the glove. I mean, does he continue to show you that no matter what is going on, if the ball is in his vicinity, he's got a chance to make the play routine or exceptional, whatever it takes?
I don't know how to define it, except this is probably a boring term. Jake's a ball player. It's he's going to go out and make plays. And, that scoop play that you saw, this is, again, no disrespect to anybody I've been around, but, Bobby Dickerson is, probably the best infield guy I've ever been around. And those are plays that they work on. They work on them. If it's not every day, it's every other day, and they work on their tags and just a lot of details to the game that Bobby has brought to this group, has demanded, and we see it all the time because it's plays they work on. It's plays they work on with the stopwatch, and so to see it come into game action, it looks like he's ad-libbing. But that's actually a fundamental play that Bobby drills down on those second basemen.
Awesome. Thanks, Jake.
All right, thank you very much, Jason.
Good night, guys.
We'll be right back with Padres Hosmer and Kyle Quantrill.
Muted, Bob. You're on mute, Bob. I can't hear you.
Ah, dang. I thought I had Hey, great job tonight. And how good did it feel to be able to come up with that big hit again?
Good. Felt really good. The way May was throwing, you knew we had to take advantage of every opportunity we could. And the guys in front of me did a great job, set the table. And, I had a couple situations there where I could have cashed in. So I'm glad I came through on that second one.
When you're facing a guy like May, he's got that nasty cutter and he's trying to get it in on your hands, Are you still thinking I got to try to fight it and use the whole field, or what was your approach there, especially with two strikes?
Yeah, trying to just stay inside of him, hit through spin, and he was throwing a lot of strikes tonight. So I think the guys were ready to swing. We're ready to be aggressive. He was around the zone, like we're saying. You really just got to pick a side because he was throwing that two-seamer off that cutter real well. So just trying to recognize it early, put a good swing on it, and make something happen.
I know I've asked you about this before, but your ability to get the job done with 2 outs, runners in scoring position, 373 last year, you're picking it up again this year. Is that something that you've always done well, or have you gotten better at it later in your career? And if so, what have you done differently lately to be so successful in those situations?
Yeah, it's something, throughout later in my career, I've definitely gotten better at it. I really just try and go up with a good game plan, and especially after having a couple of at-bats off him, seeing all of his pitches that first at-bat, I think really, really helps in those later situations. So just really sticking to the game plan, even if I fall behind, just sticking to the pitch that I want to hit and, not second-guessing myself and staying true to the plan.
Thanks, Hoss.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we go to Kevin Acey.
Well, Scan asked my question, but I do have one. Eric, you obviously have lost weight. You're just getting back. I mean, how are you able to do what you're doing right now?
I feel great, honestly. I do. I've been able to, get some good work in the days before when I wasn't playing. And, I feel like the weight's coming back pretty good. And, the staff here, the trainers and the strength coaches and all that, I've been doing great. And, everybody, the Whitney, the nutritionist, and TJ, they've been stocking my room up with food. So really the organization is just doing a great job of getting me healthy, getting me back on the field, and just letting me go out there and compete. And so I really got to thank all those people that are helping me. And, hopefully I can gain weight really quick and really easy. So that shouldn't be a problem to gain it back.
How much did you lose?
Probably about 10, 15 pounds. I'm right around like 207, 208 now. And I was about, 220, 225 in there. So, definitely lost a little bit of weight there. But like I said, I shouldn't have any problem putting it back on.
Are you eating normal now or close to it?
Yeah, eating pretty normal. I have a lot of things that, I got to stop doing as far as, putting sauce and all that stuff on my food, and just really being, just aware of what I'm putting in my body now. And I've always done a pretty good job of that, but even more now, I've really got to just stay on top of it. And like I said, it's not fun being on the IL. It's not fun watching these games on TV. So, I'll make sure I'll be on top of all that stuff.
Go to Annie Howard.
Hey, Eric, this seems like the kind of game that in years past might have gotten away early, might have ended in a loss, at Dodger Stadium, a lot of guys getting on base. Would you agree with that? And does it feel any different as far as your guys' ability to get out of some of these jams now and come out with the win?
Yeah, definitely. Louis did a great job there in the first inning. Stuff could have got out of hand real easily. He bared down, made some big pitches. And the bullpen, the whole entire bullpen, they did a great job of holding the Dodgers to one run. That's a really tough lineup over there. And obviously now you throw in Mookie. They got a couple MVPs, a couple guys that are really, really good hitters. So, we did a great job matching up with them, and the bullpen did a great job coming in, doing their job. And, that's our formula. We know if we can, have the game tied or if we're ahead in those late innings, the guys we have in the back end of that bullpen are going to do exactly what they did tonight.
Thanks, Eric.
Yep.
Next to Adam Klug.
Hey, Eric, congrats on the big hit tonight. You were involved in a play with Cal covering the base earlier in the game, and it looked like the base runner was out, and it ended up going to instant replay. And it looked like even on instant replay it was out, but then it didn't get overturned. Just curious what your thoughts are on instant replay.
Yeah, I know it's tricky. We only get a couple angles at the stadium, so it definitely looked like the guy was out. But, I know in New York or wherever the umpires are now with the reviews, they get a bunch of angles. They kind of see everything. So probably something we got to go back and look at, or an angle that we didn't see or something like that. But, we definitely thought we got him. But, like I said, to Andy's point, Cal did a really good job of bearing down right there and getting out of that inning.
Thanks.
AJ Casanova.
Eric, do you think what you guys were able to do today, pitching-wise, is a little indicative of baseball in 2020? Kind of like the anything goes, like however we can get 27 outs mold?
Yeah, especially, how a postseason game's played. I think that's exactly how our team's built. We got guys down there, not only in the back end, but everybody that's coming out of that bullpen. They can get righties and lefties out. They can go multiple innings. Craig does a great job, especially coming in when there's guys on base already. I know he came in today with a clean inning, but those guys understand their role. They understand what they got to do when they come in there. And you can just really see that they all have their plan. They execute it really well, and they just believe in their stuff.
All right. Thank you very much, Eric. Appreciate your time.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Austin.
We'll be back with Cal Quantrill in just a minute. All right, everybody. Back with Cal Quantrill. We'll start again with Bob Scanlon, Fox Sports San Diego.
Hey, Cal, congratulations. Great job tonight. How satisfying was it to be able to get back out there? It had been a long time, but to get into a game like this and pitch as effectively as you did.
Yeah, it's awesome. We got a deep pen. We got a lot of guys ready to roll all the time. So just this time through, it took a little while, but excited to be out there, and it's always fun doing it here.
Did you feel like you got stronger as the outing went on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Felt like the first inning was getting some of the rust off, but second and third felt real good, and a couple nice plays behind me, so all good.
That fourth inning was clutch, the Houdini act right there. I mean, what are you thinking after that bang bang play at first base, which looked like it was out, instant replay looked like it was out? You don't get it. What are you saying to yourself to keep yourself focused in and work out of that jam?
Yeah, I felt like he was out. In the end, it's just on to the next pitch. We've been talking about it a lot this year, but just kill as you go. Every pitch is just as important as the last one. So every single time, just focus, finish, execute a pitch.
You've been trying to keep your innings up. How deep do you think you could go? I mean, do you feel like you could put out 4 or 5 innings if you were asked to?
Oh, yeah, no problem. I feel like I'm really not that far removed from throwing 75, 80-plus pitches. Like I said, we got a great squad. Perdomo did good today. Strom did good today, a whole bullpen. So as much as they want, I'll be ready to offer. But, it's always a pleasure handing the ball off to the next guy. You did your job, and let him do his job.
Thanks, Cal.
AJ Casanova.
Cal, first of all, sorry about the Leafs. I hate to bring that up, but what do you make of just the kind of general anything goes bullpen strategy of the way kind of 2020 has seems to be shaping up?
Yeah, obviously this is a strange year. 28-man rosters, we've got a whole bunch of studs in this team. I think that it's just whatever we need to do to win, we're on board. If that means throwing 3 innings here, 6 innings there, 1 inning here, it really doesn't matter to us. I think it's just win every single game. Doesn't matter how we got to do it.
And do you feel like you have a group of guys, yourself included, who are particularly well equipped for that kind of setting?
Yeah, I mean, I think that the bullpen and the starting rotation is loaded, and it's lots of different types of players too. Lots of different types of pitches, lots of different types of mentalities and how they like to attack hitters. So, obviously we're looking to put guys in positions to succeed, and it worked out today.
Next we'll go to Adam Clute.
Hey, Cal, do you have a personal preference for starting versus coming out of the bullpen?
I think for me, not to give the bad answer, but for me, it's whatever the team needs to win that day. I feel like I've prepared myself to do whatever I'm asked to do. If that means coming in after the guys or that means starting, I'll do what I'm told.
Any other questions for Cal? Oh, Annie Howard.
Hey, Cal, just another season under your belt. What's made the biggest difference for you this season? What's been the thing that you really have learned or you really are leaning on for this season?
Yeah, I think the first year can be tough at times. You're trying to get used to a lot of different things at once. I think this year we've got great leadership. We got some returning guys who had really good years last year, and it's just take 1% or 2% from everyone around you and try and bring that into your game and just pitch with confidence, attack and get after guys. And I think we know we're as good as any team in this league. So now it's just about executing.
All right. Thanks, Cal. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
Thanks, Cal.
Yep. See you guys.
Thanks, guys.